Again, someone just said you don't need violence, you need secession. So I agree that secession is the right next step. I would not support trying to violently go after the current United States government because I don't think that's the next necessary option. I think secession is a possible option. I think a state can say, you know what? We're out. We're in this by voluntary contract. We're out. We don't want to be part of this anymore. Go vote for secession in your local state and see if you can get your local state to secede. That's the next course of action. If you really don't have any faith at all in the system of the United States government anymore, if that's where you are, go push for secession. Now, that might lead to violence, but it wouldn't be initiated by the state. It wouldn't be initiated by you, right? It could be that the federal government doesn't want to let you go, and they fire the first shot, and then you're stuck in violence, which sucks. But
could we get someone on to discuss secession? Like, I don't know enough about it. Like, how does it even happen? What's the process? What's the precedent? The history of it. Like, I would love to get a constitutional lawyer or someone, maybe like Chris Ann Hall, who we've talked to before, just to explain. Because I feel like I don't have enough information on it to know if that's something I support or not.
Well, look, I mean, I've seen some people in chat are saying, I mean, there's disagreement. Some people think I'm talking on my ass. Some people think I'm spot on. I'm nailing it. So I get there's disagreement in the community here. But, you know, I'm seeing the comment I want to highlight here is secession. I think they mean secession, not succession. Secession is war. It is our country. If you don't have it, I'm not going to argue whether it's your country or not. But if you're one of these people that believe that the election was stolen, that the deep state is in control, in cahoots with the Democrats, if you believe all of that, if you believe that all the legal attempts were rejected for partisan reasons, and that the whole thing was a sham, it's not your country. You lost it. It is their country. You want it to be your country. You love the idea of it, as do I, but I'll at least say this. You can say it's your country, but it's not your government, right? Like, I'll be clear. It's not your government then. And so secession doesn't mean you hate the idea of the United States. Secession means, hey, look, the United States was an agreement between these states, and that agreement has been breached. And so if the Constitution has been breached and you no longer think that the people in charge of executing that contract are executing it in good faith, that's the next step. It's not a cop-out to secede. It's actually, I think, a much more reasonable approach than thinking that you're going to get into some kind of violent war with the current state and government and have any chance of winning without massive loss of life. If you really care about nonviolence, you go for secession first. You don't immediately march on Washington.